Friends, in this lesson, also, like before, you will have English on one side, and on Hindi, the content is given on other side, and we are saying you in English, and along with the meaning, Sanskrit meaning, everything is here. So you can go through both in English. If you are more familiar in Hindi, then you can go through that in Hindi also. Okay. Now, first we will have Sloka. We will explain that like other lessons. At the end of it, you will have the homework sheet attached here for you to do audio homework and also to take the text homework. So you will do both and submit it with 100% mark. Okay. And if you are already a registered student, you will send it to us in the WhatsApp. Also, do know the Telegram link is given below in the description. If you are here for the first time, make sure you subscribe for this channel in Telegram so that you can see the previous lessons also. Okay, and any conversations, questions we went through it, etc., everything will be there for you to look at it. If you are not a registered student, what you have to do is first get registered. It's a free certification course, so it's very easy for you to get registered by just sending a WhatsApp. Our WhatsApp number, which is +1 647 964 4790, is given in different parts of this video as well as in the description. Okay, so you can send a WhatsApp with your name, where you are from, and your interest in learning Sanskrit, so that you can get registered, because you had to be a registered student to qualify for the certificate. Okay, so now let's get started. Samaskritam, free certification course by Bharat Marg, level 1, lesson 6. Suswagatam, welcome.
So now, I am going to say the sloka. Just like in the previous lessons, I am going to say the full sloka once, then I'll break it down into smaller pieces and you have to repeat it after me. After that, I'll make the pieces a little bit larger until finally you'll have to say the whole sloka. Once that is over, I'll also say the word for word meaning for this sloka. Okay, let's start. This is how the sloka sounds when it's said completely. Karacharana-kritam va, kayajam karmajam va, shravana-nayanajam va, manasam va aparadham, vihitam-avihitam va, sarvametakshya, jaya jaya karunabdhe Shri Mahadeva Shambho. So now, I'm going to break it down and then you will repeat after me.
Okay, Mahodaya.
Karacharana
Karacharana
kritam va,
kritam va,
kayajam
kayajam
karmajam va, shravana-nayana jam va, manasam va, aparadham, vihitam va, sarvametaksya, jaya jaya karunabdhe Shri Mahadeva Shambho. So now I'll say it in a bit bigger chunk. Karacharana kritam va, kayajam karmajam va, shravana-nayana jam va, manasam va aparadham, vihitam va, sarvametaksya, jaya jaya karunabdhe Shri Mahadeva Shambho.
Jaya Jaya Karunabde Shri Mahadeva Shambho.
So now I'll say it in like a bit larger of a chunk again. And this time repeat it twice.
Okay, Mahodaya.
Karacharana kritam va, kayajam karmajam va.
Karacharana kritam va, kayajam karmajam va. Karacharana kritam va, kayajam karmajam va.
Shravananayanajam va manasam va aparadham.
Shravana Nayana Jamba Manasamba Aparadam.
Vihitama vihitam va sarvametakshya.
Shravana Nayana Jamba Manasamba Aparadam.
Vihitama vihitam va sarvametakshya.
Vihitama Vihitamba Sarvametakshaya. Vihitama Vihitamba Sarvametakshaya.
Jaya Jaya Karunabdhe Shri Mahadeva Shambho.
Jaya Jaya Karunabde Sri Mahadeva Shambho. Jaya Jaya Karunabde Sri Mahadeva Shambho.
Again, I'll say it in a bit larger chunk. This time I will say it twice. Karacharana kritam va kayajam karmajam va shravananayanajam va manasam va aparadham.
Karacharana Kritamba Kayajam Karmajamba Shravana Nayana Jamba Manasamba Aparadam. Karacharana Kritamba Kayajam Karmajamba Shravana Nayana Jamba Manasamba Aparadam.
Vihitama vihitam va sarvametakshya. Jaya Jaya Karunabdhe Shri Mahadeva Shambho.
Vihitama Vihitamba Sarvamedakshaya. Jaya Jaya Karunabde Sri Mahadeva Shambho. Vihitama Vihitamba Sarvamedakshaya. Jaya Jaya Karunabde Sri Mahadeva Shambho.
So now I'll say the whole sloka and then you have to repeat after me. For this, one time is enough because end of the sloka. Karacharana kritam va kayajam karmajam va shravananayanajam va manasam va aparadham vihitama vihitam va sarvametakshya. Jaya Jaya Karunabdhe Shri Mahadeva Shambho.
Karacharana Krutamba Kayajam Karmajamba Shravana Nayana Jamba Manasamba Aparadam Vihitama Vihitamba Sarvametakshaya. Jaya Jaya Karunabde Sri Mahadeva Shambho.
Okay, so now I'll say the meaning. Whatever sins have been committed by my hands and legs, by my speech, body, or actions, ears, eyes, or my mind, while performing actions that are told, please forgive them all. O Ocean of Compassion, Sri Mahadeva Shambho. So now I'll give the word for word meaning. Kara means hand, Charana, feet, Krutamva, done by them. Kayajam, Kayam means body, so Kayajam, Karmajamva, actions. So, whatever sins have been committed by my hands, Kara, legs, Charanam, like that. All of those. Then the next one, Shravana, Shravana. Shravana is ears. Nayana, eyes. Jamba, Manasamva. Manasamva, my heart, my mind. Aparadham. By my ears, eyes, or my mind. Vihitama Vihitamva. Whatever has been told to me, whatever actions I have been told to perform. Sarvametakshi, all of that. Please forgive all of that. Jaya Jaya Karunabdhe. Karunabdhe means ocean of compassion. Sri Mahadeva. Mahadeva is another name for Lord Shiva. Same with Shambho. So that's the meaning.
Whatever sins have been committed by my hands and my legs, by my speech, body, or action, ears, eyes, or my mind, while performing the actions that are told, please forgive them all. O ocean of compassion, Sri Mahadeva Shambho.
And so now, with the sloka and meaning being done, let's move on to the lesson portion. So, the first section. Imagine you want to say that you are going. How will you say that? Also, I'm just going to say, note this, that in the previous section, we talked about how will you say somebody else is going, like that boy is going, that girl is going. So here we're going to use the relatively same technique. You'll see what I'm saying when I give you the exact explanation of how we are going to do this. Translation. First you need to find out how do we say I. I is aham. And we're going to go with the example from the previous lesson that to go is going to mean gachati. But you're going to say gachami. So I am going means aham gachami. And keep in mind that you're only saying gachami if you're saying you are going. Like for me, if I'm saying that I am going, then I'll say aham gachami. In any case, if I'm still saying that somebody else is going, like that boy is going, I will still say balakaha gachati. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, go and check out the previous lesson.
And Mahodaya, like what we discussed before, that's why it was said Buddham Charanam Gachami.
Yeah.
Buddham Saranam Gachami. That means I am going.
Yeah.
For Charana of Buddha.
Sharanam.
Yeah. So that's why the Gachami came there. Is
Yeah.
that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Same words there. Section 2. Imagine you want to say you are coming. Then how we say that? Again, if you watch the previous lesson, this should probably be fitting in on how we are going to say it. Translation again. I will be said as aham. Coming, previous lesson was agachati. So you will say agachami, just like last time. Instead of ati, you're saying ami, basically.
Aham agachati. I am coming.
No. Agachati was said in the previous lesson
Right.
to say that somebody
Aham
else.
agachami.
Yeah.
That means I am coming.
Yeah.
I am coming means aham agachami.
Agachami.
I am coming means aham agachami.
Yeah.
Right? What about the other person? When you are talking other person,
if I'm going to say the boy is coming, then I'll say balakaha agachati.
Balakaha agachati.
Agachati agachami.
Okay.
Again, not only he, even for she as well. Again, if you watch the previous lesson, for either gender, agachati. If you are saying you are going yourself, then now, like we're learning, going, gachami, coming, agachami.
In fact, from what you are saying, I feel that it is good to revise the previous lesson and come back to this one.
Yeah.
So that it is much easier right
True.
now. Right?
Or make notes when you're listening to this, and then you can kind of reread that kind of as long as it gets fixed into your memory.
Right.
Just remember that you'll have to have that in your memory while watching this as well. Section 3. Imagine you want to say you are drinking water. How will you say that in Sanskrit? Again, puzzle piece should probably be fitting together now for you. I, aham, drinking. Previous lesson was pibati, water, jalam. Again, we also discussed this in the previous lesson. Water is jalam. So, here as well, you will change pibati to pibami, and then you'll switch the order around. So, instead of saying aham pibami jalam, you'll say aham jalam pibami.
Okay. I am drinking water.
Yeah.
Aham jalam pibami. Aham means I. Jalam is water. And in fact, we use that in many of the regional languages. Jalam. Pibami is drinking. I drink. But how do we say with that boy is drinking water? How do you say that, Mahodaya?
That boy? Balakaha jalam pibati.
Pibati.
Oh, so, yeah. And for all of these examples, just keep in mind, you won't be saying anything for am. It's basically non-existent here.
Thank you. Dhanyavadaha.
So the literal translation for this would be I water drinking. So caveman language, sort of. Anyway, next section. Imagine you want to say you are going to school. How would you say that in Sanskrit? I'm going to say this now. If you want, pause the video and take a guess. Translation. I is aham. Going, previous lesson was gachati. School, vidyalayam. You will change gachati to gachami and switch the order around. I am going to school will be said as aham vidyalayam gacchami.
I am going to school. Aham vidyalayam gacchami. And when I want to say she is going to school, Balika vidyalayam gacchati.
Yeah.
Right? Here
Perfect.
will be saying for I am, we will say aham vidyalayam gacchami.
Yep. Perfect.
Dhanyavadaha Mahodaya.
Okay. So, section 5. Imagine you want to say that you are reading. How will we say that in Sanskrit? Again, if you want to pause the video and take a guess. I, aham, reading. Previous lesson was pathati. You'll change pathati to pathami. I am reading. Aham pathami.
I am reading. Aham patami.
Yep.
If I want to say Ba is reading or Rama is reading, I'll say Ramaha patati. And if I want to say Suma is reading, because it is a female gender, I'll say Suma patati.
Yep.
And when I say when I am reading, I am going to say Aham patami.
Yep. Section 6. I want to say I am eating. How would I say this in Sanskrit? Translation. I is aham. Eating. Previous lesson was again khadati. You will change khadati into khadami. So I am eating will now become aham khadami.
So I am eating. I am going to say Aham kadami. Aham kadami. If I want to say Krishna is eating, I am going to say Krishnaha kadati.
Yep.
Because ha comes as per the first lesson. If you go and revise it, you will see the ha comes for the male gender.
Yep.
Right? When it is Radha
But
is
not
eating.
only ha, but this is basically a reminder from the previous lessons. Not ha, it depends on what the letter is ending with. So, not letter, the name. So, if the name ends with an I, you'll say he, sort of thing.
Right. And when I want to say Radha is eating, I am going to say Radha kadati.
Khadati.
Okay, I'm correcting it. Radha kadati.
Yep.
I am eating, I'm going to say Aham kadami.
Yep. Next, section 7. I want to say that I'm speaking. How would I say this in Sanskrit? And again, you can probably guess by now how it's going to come. Translation. I will be said as aham. Speaking. Previous lesson wise again. Vadati. You'll change vadati into vadami. I am speaking. Aham vadami.
I am speaking. Aham vadami. That boy is speaking. Okay, so I'll say Balakaha vadati.
Yep.
And if the girl is speaking, I'll say Balika vadati. When I am speaking, I'm going to say Aham vadami.
Yep. Now, section 8. I want to say that I'm sitting. How would I say this in Sanskrit? I is aham. Sitting. Previous lesson wise again. Upavishati. You will change upavishati into.
Upavishami.
Yep. So I am sitting will be said as.
Aham upavishami. I am sitting is aham upavishami. Aham is I. Upavishami. In this case, I am going to say about me. So it's going to come upavishami. Whereas when it comes to Satish is sitting, how do I say? Satishaha upavishati.
Yep.
Okay, ha is coming. If this is from the first lesson, you can get it. When I want to say Revati is sitting, Revati being a female gender, so it will come Revati upavishati.
Yep.
And I am sitting, aham upavishami.
Yep. Section 9. I want to say that I'm standing. How would I say this in Sanskrit? Again, you can probably guess how this is going to go now. Aham, I. Uttishtati, previous lesson was standing. You will change Uttishtati into Uttisthami. So I am standing will become
Uttishtami.
I am standing.
Aham uttishtami.
Yep.
Okay, I am standing. When we want to say um, Balram is standing, I am going to say Balramaha uttishtati.
Yep.
When I want to say Vaishnavi is standing, I am going to say Vaishnavi uttishtati. But whereas when it comes to I am standing, I am going to say Aham uttishtami.
Yep. Section 10. I want to say that I'm writing. Again, try to pause the video and guess how I'll say this in Sanskrit. Translation. I is aham. Writing. Likhati. You will change likhati into likhami, making I am writing aham likhami.
I am writing. Aham likhami. Why is writing? Okay. How do I say? Balakaha likati. If girl is writing, I'm going to say Balika likati.
Yep.
And I am writing Aham likhami.
Yep. Now, Shanti Mantram. I'm just going to say it. If you go into the first lesson, you'll see me saying it part by part and breaking it down. सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः. The meaning being Om, may all be happy, may all be free from illness, may all see what is auspicious, may no one suffer. Om, peace, peace, peace. Namaskaram, Suprabhatam, Shubha Madhyanam, Shubha Sayam, Shubha Ratri.